Well, here's the president taking a victory lap on jobs. Roll that tape.
2 years ago, the economy was reeling. I stand here tonight after we've created, with the help of many people in this room, 12 million new jobs. More jobs created in 2 years than any president's created in 4 years, because of you all, because of the American people.
All right, John Catsimatidis joins us now. Good morning to you, John. What do you say to that, to the president's boasts?
Well, I never want to say a president of the United States is not telling the truth. So I think the best I could say is that he's diverting the truth. A lot of jobs were laid off during COVID, and I guess a lot of those people came back to work. But our economy before President Biden has taken office was soaring. Our inflation rate was 1.5%. Our interest rates were down. Our gasoline was almost $2, $2.50 a gallon. Our food was very low. And since he declared war on the fossil fuel industry, and first day on the job, he knocked out the Keystone Pipeline, and oil went from $55 a barrel up to 110, 120. Well, everything followed through. I mean, I don't understand why it's so simple. Oil produces fertilizer for food. Oil, through diesel fuel, runs our factories, runs our trucks that go to all the stores for the whole country.
Well, you know, John, the president also patted himself on the back for cooling down inflation. Listen to this. I'll get your comment.
But here at home, inflation is coming down. Here at home, gas prices are down $1.50 from their peak. Food inflation is coming down, not fast enough, but coming down. Inflation has fallen every month for the last 6 months, while take-home pay has gone up.
You know, John, you own a chain of grocery stores. Are you seeing inflation come down?
Inflation is not coming down yet. But don't forget, we got oil down to $73 a barrel, $74 a barrel. Food prices will come down if the Fed doesn't screw up anything else. Food prices will come down. There's a lagging period over the next 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. But don't forget what Goldman Sachs did yesterday. All of a sudden, they're saying, well, we might have $100 oil. Well, if Goldman Sachs is pushing that, I don't know where they got those numbers from. Then we're going to hell and back. We came back from hell. We're going back to hell if that happens.
In the handbasket, I thought you were going to say, all right, I want to get into this issue too, John, while I have you here, because it's affected you. Crime on the rise in New York City. According to the NYPD, there were 4% more major crimes this January compared to the same time last year. There were 15% more felony assaults. Now, you're a New York City guy through and through. How do you get crime back under control?
I think it just comes down to the old rules worked. And Albany and New York City, Mayor Adams wants to do the right job. Now, the state Senate and Assembly have the governor. They have it tied up. And the governor has to put her foot down, and she could do that on the budget. There's a way to hold up the budget and not make the state Senate the real governors. And I think people have to realize New York City doesn't want to go into recession. It's the greatest city in the world. And if we bring crime under control, and the old way, when a person had a gun, they went to jail for a year. Nobody wanted to carry a gun. Nobody wanted to have shootouts. You know what they do now? They get a parking ticket. They call it an ACT ticket or whatever. And you know how many people show up for court? No one, maybe 6%.
0. Yeah. All right, John, we're going to have to leave it there, but you are the man who knows all New York City. John Catsimatidis, thank you, sir, for joining us today.